So this is just part 1, and then there's a part 2. It's just 2 pages. But we are at the part of installing WordPress, so I need to finish the second part of this. So I didn't want to move that like that, so I can just move it back. But this is as far as it zooms out. And then this is like how detailed you can zoom in. Whoops, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be moving it like that. I just wanted to, you have to grab it where it's not, you see how they're connected? I have to grab it off the canvas. When you hover over, it turns like opaque. So you can only really move it, all of it like that when it's off the opaque. So that's I guess that's as far as it will go zoom in. So technically, we'll do it. No, that's weird because before it was, well, I did adjust the resolution. I had it at different resolution. So, I mean, technically I could add a whole lot more, but that's the first part. The second part is this one. And I have links for both of them that upload to Twitter. This is the second part. So basically after you do the install, you create a new database. You can secure the root user, creating your own password up here. And then you edit the privileges you want to secure the XAMPP server, and then WordPress magically appears if you do all the right orders. But I forgot a step, so that's what I'm going to cover now. So I got to the install, but it's not letting me completely install, and I'll explain that why. And I did that intentionally. So what we have to do now is this is our WordPress setup, but I get an error when I try to go further, and I'll explain. So technically, right after you create your database, so this is like dead split in the center of the steps. No rhyme or reason always with me. It's always like all over the place. That's why I have to have big notes, like screen size notes. So I want to go to the local host, and it automatically is setting me up to go there. So if I want to go to PHP My Admin and double check what my database name is, I right click on there. I go to admin, and I'm going to get an error because I changed the root password, and I have to fix that in a special file, and we're going to do that. So you go to your XAMPP installation. I happen to have it on that drive. It all starts to get a little bit overwhelming sometimes because of so many folders. All the Windows really needs to do something about these yellow folders. And then that was the htdocs. And then you have to go to this folder, and what I usually do is just do this so it stands out. Just going to change the icon to whatever. Because you're always going there a lot. And so I forgot to configure this file. It's the WP config sample PHP file that you're going to get always use and edit. So edit notepad. But what I wanted to do is go back into my database, but I changed the password and I'm wondering I have to change the, I think it's the .ini file in, hold on a second, where is that WINI? Where is the INI file? Oh crap. Here it is. Okay, this is what I did. I forgot to enter the configuration of my root password. And I just forgot it right now. Great. So we're changing when you go in. So let me just backtrack because I just like opened a bunch of files. I didn't even say where I was or what I was doing really because I was stuck there for a second. So you get that error when you change the privileges of the root user on the local host. So if I go to admin, I'm getting the error, and I know it's the SQL error, but I'm going to my drive in the XAMPP folder in the PHP my admin. There is a file called config.in. It's supposed to be ini or inc. This one is inc. Okay, and this is will config your base PHP. And we want to change this configuration to cookie. The user, so we're right at authentication type info. Okay. Authorization type, user, password. That's all you fill out, those three fields. And change the cookie from config to cookie, user to root. Password is the one I have to type in my password. So I'm going to switch screens while I do that. And I'm just going to try it. It might not work. It might. And you can do that for all of the users except for the you can delete the users. I've watched this done in multiple ways where only the root user was changed, only the local host, then some of the root, only two of the roots were changed, and then the PMA was removed. So I mean, there's different ways you can do it, but you can try your hardest, damnedest, because if you don't secure this open server, then if anybody gets a hold of your web files, you know what happens then. So it's risky, but if you get it worked out, it's pretty reliable. Like I've been building websites on it for a couple months now, just like test running them, and it's been fine. I haven't had any major problems in having to reinstall it over and over. Okay, so I went into that config.inc.php file, okay, and then I'm going to close it and I'm going to save the changes. So now we can switch screens. There's the file. I changed it. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when I refresh this, but it should be okay. Yes, it's okay. I got my I got my password correct. I can't believe it. So now I go type in root, and I never save the root password to any like password saver or password manager. I don't trust Chrome. I don't trust any browser. I don't say the root password to anything. Either write it down or memorize it. Excuse me. So now, when I log in, I can see exactly what my database name was. No, I guess not. Don't update. What? Whoops. What did I do wrong? What is it? Access? Using password. No. It could be on the other computer. Hold on, what did I do wrong? Well, I'm going to double check. I'm not going to talk too much in this tutorial because every time I start talking, I get caught to coughing, so I apologize for that. So I'm going to be silent for a bit. Now we're in the wp-config sample.php. Password is nothing but single quote brackets and it's localhost. But I forgot my database name. God darn it. But I fixed the .ini. The main now I just hey, what am I missing? What is the goddamn error? Oh. I know why. Let me see if this is why. No. Forgot I have to rename it, but I'm still not finished editing it. I don't think. Wait, what? Okay. This is. Oh, that's right. That's not the file. Whoops, my bad. I'm in the wrong folder. Need to be in htdocs, config example, php, root. Now, this could be totally messed up right now because I think I'm using the other computer because I'm swapping between computers. But I can't get into. Boy, I don't believe this. It's because I started doing the whiteboard. I forgot. I edited the privileges. I'm looking at my notes. So, like, if I go back, look at the notes. Okay, so I'm going to backtrack my steps. Open the browser and you'll get this on the localhost. I only edited one root user and I removed the any user account, and that has worked before. So that should not be a problem. So if I go back to up here, so if you notice with the red dot, I deleted that user and then I edited this user's privileges and just changed the password. And I logged in twice, and then all of a sudden I start this broadcast and nope, you're not logging in. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. So I have to figure out where that is in the XAMPP folder. I think I know what it fucking is. Google has some shit on my computers that I really don't have control over, and I uninstalled Chrome on all of my computers. And that's not the complete reason why I'm having problems, but user agent false. Test exporting a database into a file with Safari will produce. What the fuck is this shit? Vendor, this only works with 8.0. Simple wrapper just to enable error reporting includes config, strict types, define root path. Oh my god. Oh! Wait a minute. Oh my god, I edited the wrong motherfucking file, that's why. Okay. The PHP my admin. God darn it, I edited this file for Cookie. But, oh god, I can't. This is too hard to even explain. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Yes, again, this is why we call crazy people web designing. Why do I have to? What does this read? Allow password. Yes, true. I don't know. I have no clue now. I'm totally lost. Um, I thought I was editing this file. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. I'll have to redo it. Again, this happens when you're tired. You have to rename the WP config sample PHP file, not the one in the WP PHP my admin folder. It's in the actual htdocs folder of the original installation. Config sample PHP. I know. WP config hyphen sample. Okay, all right. I know that's what I just edited. I know that. I know. Help. Help. Is it? WP config. That's it. Oh my god, that is the file. What am I doing? What am I doing? Hold on a second. Oh my god. I haven't even made the database yet. I think continue this on my other computer. I'm just going to swap and I won't be able to show the whiteboard because I could send the file, but I don't have time. I'll be back in